Drop. Go around.
15 seconds.
Pick it up. Under. Go. I'm ready, Jack.
Here we go.
What?
Set.
Go.
Go.
Easy. Pick it up. Drop. Easy. Come on. Go. Drop. Pick it up. Let me see. Oh, rude. All right, go. Pick it up. Stop. Go around. Pick it up. Stop. Go. Stop. Stop. Go around. Pick it up. Under. Go. Stop. Go.
3, 2, 1, time.
Shapes is a subcategory of the team component of the criterion round of the freestyle showcase. This subcategory is about the positional relationship between the handler, the dog, and the disc. Handler and disc create a line, and dog and disc create a line. When these lines are at different angles, a shape is created. Straight lines and curving arcs also define and create shapes. Interception versus chase are the athletic product of shapes. Go ahead. I'm not muted any longer, I don't think. Correct? That's awesome. I was just... so, UpDog, right? That's what we were going to do today. I tried to schedule a guest. Did not happen. So I was kind of relying on other people to be here as well to chat about UpDog stuff. Yeah, that's not working out so well either. I was kind of planning on doing a players meeting. There aren't a lot of players meetings out there, and I could buzz a players meeting real quick if we had some people here, but we don't. It's just me and you, SagePod. What's going on? What should we talk about? I mean, we could talk about UpDog, but I'm not much into, you know, the big fat epi monologue thing. My dude. We should have sound now. We got sound now, right? Right? Awesome. So Josh, have you played s'UpDog at all? You seem to be a little bit behind. If we get a few more people though, we'll totally run a players meeting or something. Oh. All right, so I'll play a video real quick. I'll play an s'UpDog video. Let me get off the showstopper. Let me set up a new scene. And Allison and Sweep, Fun Key Level 2. Oh yeah. No, these games are s'UpDog. I can't believe you don't know s'UpDog.
Set,
give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Go.
Yes, good girl. Come here. Drop.
So each jump unlocks the ability to throw. Each catch unlocks the ability
60
to
seconds.
take another jump.
Go tunnel.
And the numbers 1 through 4
Good girl. Bring it. Stop.
have to be cleared
Good jump. Yes.
as a unit. So she's got to
45
get all of
seconds.
them.
Come here. Bring it.
1, 2, 3, or 4, and 3.
Stop. Go tunnel.
At which point in time she can repeat as
30
long.
seconds.
Sweep. Sorry, girlie. Get there.
So it looks like she's trying for zone 1. I think this is her second quad here.
15 seconds.
Come here. Drop. Go jump. Come here. Sweep.
10,
Go.
Bad sweep.
Or not.
Naughty, naughty sweep.
5, 4,
Come here.
3,
Sweep.
2, 1, time.
With the sweet spot bonus. So that's Fun Key. That is a super awesome game. It is one of my favorite games. It's super awesome, Josh. That game right there is like the first game that that like challenged me just to do the game, like with a frisbee. Yeah, you totally are the new rookie. Hang on, I can fix that for you. I can just put words right into your mouth. Watch this, like it didn't even happen. See that? It's the kind of pal I am, Josh. So, the s'UpDog games are friggin' terrific, dude. So they offer a really low barrier to entry. You know, the throwing isn't super hard. The handling of the dogs isn't super hard. So people can accomplish the games at I can kind of do this level. So like toss and fetch, right? You come out there as somebody who doesn't throw well, or you go out there with a dog who won't give you the disc, right? And you make one throw, and the dog runs off with the disc, or you make 4 throws at 12 yards. How many times are you going to go out there and play the game when you know the only way to be competitive in this game is to throw 40 yards, and you're just never going to throw 40 yards, or so you think, right? Toss and fetch as a new person's game is a proofing exercise. It's a great game, right? It is a freaking terrific game, yeah? But it is a proofing exercise. You have one disc. The dog must go get it, must bring it back. It must be put in your hand or dropped in front of you, right? And you're on a clock. How are you supposed to learn while you're doing that? You know, and then the purpose of the toss and fetch game, to go around and to go out and catch it way the fuck out there. way out there, right? That's awesome, but it's like one thing, and it doesn't help you do anything else, right? It actually makes doing other things rather difficult because you have set up this pattern that is just rigid, right? And so the UpDog games, we have that four-way play game, which Abby played with, right, with Bullet. And we had the Fun Key game that is based quite similarly. Hey, puppy, what are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? It looks like you're getting ready to do something that's not good. And then the crossover games, right, allow you to do some cool things. But the really cool thing about the games is that they offer this really low barrier of entry, but they have like high strategic or tactical value or requirements. Barrier of entry, anyone can come in and play. Strategic value or investment, any handler can be tested in this game. You know what I mean? The games are, they're challenging regardless of your skill level. And I think that's pretty awesome. For me personally, the games afford me the opportunity to kind of train in real life situations or competitive situations. So all of the games can be done in a variety of ways, like four-way play. The game of four-way play. Let me throw something on here. I'll just throw Abby up there. Abby and Bullet four-way play, right?
Drop. Go around.
So
Pick it up. Under.
I want to split that.
Go.
Oh well. So this game
ready,
can be
Jack.
played as a
Set.
Go.
Go.
throwing game, as Abby's doing,
Pick it up.
right?
Drop.
It could also be played as a game running from corner to corner with short tosses. Sorry, I'm trying to make myself bigger. Can't quite do it. So she's cleared a quad. The corner zones, the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4 are the zones, the whole square. And then she has to switch throwing zones. This is level 2, right? So on level 1, you just make all the throws from the rocket square, right? And people get really good at this pattern. So they start right in the corner, right? They start right here in the corner, yeah? And they go boom, and they throw over there, and they run over here, and they bring the dog here, and they throw over there. They pick up this one, they hit the dog here, they throw over there. They move over here, they hit the dog here, they throw over there. They pick up this one, and they move back and forth, and it's an awesome pattern. And it's super efficient for them, right? And they get really good at it. And then they hit level 2, and after you clear your first quad, so all of these throws were made from the center, right? And now she's cleared the quad, and now she has to choose one of these zones to throw from. And now she's got these long throws, right? And then these lateral throws, sorry. And then these 2 short little lateral throws right there and right there, right? And then she's got to move. But all of the games afford this strategy element, right? And, you know, the DiscDog-a-thon games kind of do. But like you essentially, in spot landing, you go 1, then you go 2, then you go 3, then you go 4. Then you can do whatever you want. And in UpDog, you can't fulfill the requirements and then do whatever the hell you want, right? The requirements are to play with purpose and to move your dog and to do cool things. It's a little bit like the FIDO. So the FDDO, the Flying Disc Dog Open, super awesome contest, by the way, super fun contest. Yeah, it is the Fido, and there is an obstacle course in the Fido. And the obstacle course is really fun and cool. But the obstacle course in Fido is something of a novelty or a lark, right? Not to say that skill isn't required or that it isn't cool or whatever, but it doesn't have a lot of purpose outside of the obstacle course. It's a good test of your skills, right? But it's pretty easy to learn those 7 throws and to be able to deliver them in succession around the obstacle course without developing a freestyle skill set or the ability to better handle your dog, etc. With the UpDog games, if you get competent in the games with anything more than a pattern-based strategy, you actually have competence in handling a disc dog. And you know, the players in UpDog, I don't think they realize it. They're far better than they give themselves credit for, because they can do all of the hard things in moving their dogs, getting set up. You know, oh, I want to take my dog and I want to move over there to the ball, right? Or I want to make sure that I move to the right side of the ball rather than the left side of the ball. And the UpDog players, if they wind up competent in a bunch of the games, usually can accomplish those kinds of skills. UpDog builds intangibles, so I'm a big fan of UpDog. I teach the head judges class, right? And kind of the idea for this session here, the s'UpDog Saturday, is to cover some things that happen in class that I can then refer to and have people come watch it. So I'm going to do a players meeting sometime tonight, just like a mock players meeting, and then have the people in class, and I'll have a piece of content for them to look at. So, but I thought there would be a few more people here. Looks like we got a few more people. I'm being really, so I'm not taking this to Facebook, guys. I'm not taking it to Facebook. I can't stand that place. It's gross. I think it's a dangerous institution. I don't want to participate in it at all. And I feel the same roughly about YouTube, but I have to go somewhere. Anyway, don't have a lot of reach right now as a result. So I thought there would be a few more people here, but whatever. We got you guys, and that's what counts. So let's see. I'll play a couple of games, Josh. You know what? Let me show you a choose file. I will choose a file. I got a bunch of really cool videos, by the way, guys. We can just roll through videos all day long. So the distance contest, Josh. This is far out. Rollers are allowed. Yeah. Intangibles first. So Jack has a pedagogy. He's an educator. He's kind of a liaison between, or he used to be a liaison between the math department and the parents. Now he sets up programs for the math and science department in a very large school system. So everything that he set up was essentially, you know, a developmental project. And so all of the games groom skills that are required to play freestyle. Another thing UpDog people don't realize is they think they're not ready to play freestyle. They're already playing freestyle. They're just not doing the looking cool part. You know what I mean? All of the skills required to play four-way play are required if you're to handle your dog in wind. So I use four-way play to teach myself and to hone my skills for angling in on the wind in freestyle. And that's one of my strategies or tactics when I'm playing the game. About the only time I play any of the games for points is during Bike Club, which is a team-based contest. And at that point in time, I play for points only. I try and get as many points as I can because I'm playing for a team. You know, it's not for myself. I don't really. Oh, and UpDiff. I want to win at UpDiff. I want to win in the finals. But other than that, I'm just honing my skills, training my dog, working on things I need to work on, having fun, playing, etc. So the Far Out contest is a distance contest. Rollers are allowed, right? And it consists of a triple threat round. I'll go ahead and walk through this with you. Consists of a triple threat round, 3 throws, the total, all of them count. There's a free start. Dog runs across or disc crosses the line or is released. Time starts. All 3 of those throws count. At the end of your round, you may elect to throw now or throw later or not throw at all. A sweet shot. Your sweet shot will replace your lowest throw. So if you miss the sweet spot, your lowest throw is getting replaced with a 0, right? And it's really awesome because it's a cumulative game. Like me throwing 380 yarders, I can beat Gary's 210 yarders, right? So it's not throw at the furthest. And so rollers are good. You must declare your roller.
Come on, hands up.
Because shitty distance throws often roll really far. They're pretty hard to distinguish.
That dude is a badass.
And so time is just rolling. You get 3 throws on your terms.
Go, go, go.
There's plenty of time to navigate it. Dog doesn't have to bring it back or anything. There's no kind of rules.
Yeah, Bo. Come on, hands up.
And there are times when rollers are the strategy and when rollers are not the strategy.
He's slow already. He's slow already. If I had a little more room, I'd give him more. Okay? So.
They're asking why I don't lead him out more. And it's because he gets to it too fast when it's a roller. Right?
Yeah, good man, handsome.
So on this next one, I'm going to go ahead and elect to take my last throw. It's a demonstration thing. So on this one, I'm going to very purposefully put him really far behind. So I'm going to send him out. This is a good strategy, by the way, for at least a few of your throws in a distance contest. If you need to get further out in front of the dog, you really don't need it for anything but rollers. But anyway. So when he commits, I'm throwing. So now he's really far behind that throw. And you'll see just how much further it winds up going because he got such a late start. Right? Because he got such a late start, we were able to stretch that out quite a ways.
Oh, Flutie! Flutie!
And there are super cool achievements within the UpDog thing. So the Flutie achievement, right? Hang on, I'll move this. It's pretty awesome. The Flutie achievement is so in Far Out, if you have all 3 of your catches from the triple threat round, and you throw your sweet shot, and it's the furthest catch of all. That's the Flutie achievement. And that's a pretty cool achievement. That's one that's worth it to have. So that's the game of Far Out within UpDog, and it's super cool. Allowing rollers, pretty big equalizer for all kinds of situations, right? For all kinds of situations. And there's a huge kind of stink, and it isn't really huge, but like purists, it must be in the air and this stuff. You know, there's a knack to delivering a really big, far, long roller. And usually people who can deliver a really big, long, far roller are capable of throwing pretty far anyway. So it's really cool. Yeah, and it's super fun. Those super long rollers are fairly important for you to experience and to know how to throw. They're essentially purposefully throwing too hard and rolling the disc. I also, let me see, do I have it? I also try to drop the rollers on targets. Let me see here. No, I don't have it, I don't think. You can try and hit targets with your roller. And that experience of purposefully throwing too hard, and trying to place that mistake on the field gives you a ton of intelligence about distance throwing. It gives you that part of the intelligence that you're afraid to experience. Oh, I don't want it to roll over. Oh, if it rolls over, I'll be dead. If it rolls over, we'll miss. We won't get our score in toss and fetch. I'll never qualify for the World Finals. You know, if it rolls over, right? Instead of that, you're like, I'm going to roll this fucking thing over at 42 yards on that disc out there. And you start to play with that and learn how to do that. That is a very, very useful skill. And I don't have my roller video on here. Oh well. But you guys will have to catch it some other time. But yeah, that's just one of the games. And the, yeah. Yep. The further you throw, the further it lands away from you. The further and harder you throw, the flatter it is. The shorter you throw, the more vertical it is. You can drop one right here, totally vertical behind me, and maybe have it stop in the middle of the studio there. Yep. Hey, puppy, leave the old lady alone. Cupcake, yay, good girl. Wow, you're so good. You are so good. All right, so let me see. Let me pull up. I'll pull up another game. Maybe I'll try and find a greedy game. Greedy's a super cool game. And I think I'll go ahead and I'll do the greedy. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. I'll do the greedy players meeting maybe. And go through that for you guys. Maybe I won't do greedy. I might have to do spaced out. All right, so I'll do spaced out. Ooh, I'll do spaced out level 2 with Jack. I think I have that now. That's April. We saw April play, right? We saw spaced out with April. That one, yeah. Jack and Ferris. Come on, Ron. I know you brought it out. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. Gary and London, far out. Jack and Ferris. April and Marty. It's so funny. I spent like 2 hours bringing in videos. Oh, come on. Hey, that'll do. Come on. Jack and Ferris, that's DiscDogger level 2 though. Gosh darn it. I didn't grab it. Son of a bitch. Here, watch Jack and Ferris jam. Hang on. I'll see if I can find it. Watch this Jack and Ferris jam.
Ball. 1, 2, 3, grab. Go. 9, good job, buddy. Yes. Cancel. Yes. Good. Flip. Yes. Flip. Ball. Good man. Wait for it. Sorry, bud. Bad throw. Yeah. Good job. Ready? Flip. Yes. Through. Ready. Hook. Yes. Yes. Get it.
It's Epic's brother.
Double. Good job, bud. Drop. Through. Come. Switch. Flash. Catch. Go. Good boy. Catch. Okay.
Oh yeah, yep, that is Epic's brother. That is Ferris. That is the freckled Epic. And I did find another hard drive. I can't believe I didn't pull that in. It pisses me off. Like I totally set it up and I lost it. I totally freaking lost it. Oh well. Let's see. I'll do God damn it. Ooh, let's see there. Epi spaced out, fame, epi, epi, fame, fame, fame. God damn it. All right. I'll show it to you from the sideline, and then I'll do a players meeting on it. This is from Bike Club. So
Ready?
we were all pulling
Set.
for Jack.
Go.
Within the game, you have to
Switch. No.
throw from within the throwing arc. So
45
Jack
seconds.
has 1 foot in the throwing arc here. You can see the arc right there that he's in. And he's got to get a catch in the blue,
Space out.
in the orange, the sweet spot, the center of the field,
Sweet spot.
and the fourth one
30
over there.
seconds.
And once he gets all 4 of those, he gets a 25-point bonus. You get 8 discs.
You need red and blue.
And so for him to get his, I believe, his
15
second spaced
seconds.
out, he needs the red and the blue.
Spaced out.
10,
Now he's trying to get another spaced out with the amount of time he has left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time.
Awesome.
And if the dog handler and
Is that
disc
115?
are in the sweet spot at the tee and time, you get a 5-point bonus. I'm going to see if I can pull up a spaced out field just so I can show that to you. I have the rules right there, which I can show you. Boom. I will make that really big. I will hide that. There we go. And now I will share my screen. All right. So that's the field, right? And hey, how are you, Kimberly? Good to see you. So this is the field. You have these throwing arcs. You roll a die, and you choose a throwing arc, and we have to get these 4 zones. The pink one, the sweet spot, the white one, and the orange one. All right? And I'm going to go ahead and shut this off, and I'm just going to kind of run through a players meeting. All right. So players meeting spaced out on the field with Epi. Yeah, with Epi. So welcome to the players meeting. Welcome to the dojo. This game is spaced out. The object of the game is to accrue points by getting a catch in the pink zone, the green zone, the white zone, and the sweet spot there, the center of the field. All of the zones are the whole square. It's not just the piece of art there. We have 8 discs, 60 seconds. It's a little bit of a twist. You have to throw from one of these throwing arcs. You have throwing arc number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is back over there. You'll roll a die while you're on deck to get your throwing zone. If you roll a 6, you may choose your own zone. You must make the throw with 1 foot within that zone. So, each scoring zone, 5 points, right? The only rule is we can't hit the same zone, or we can't score in the same zone 2 times in a row, right? So if I go sweet spot, blue, right? I can't score in the blue again until I've scored in the green, the pink, or the sweet spot. I can go sweet spot, blue, sweet spot, blue. I can do that over and over. This is not 4-way play. While you don't have to get all 4 zones before you repeat a zone, if you get all 4 zones, you get a 25-point bonus. So we have 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. If you get all 4 of these, you'll get 20 points plus a 25-point bonus. Pretty awesome. If you run out of discs, you can go out and get discs as you see fit. You can go anywhere you want. You just must throw from inside the throwing line, the throwing arc. Let's see, rollers are good. Rollers are good if they're on edge. The moment the roller loses forward momentum and starts to coin out, that roller will no longer be good, okay? So you do not need to declare rollers, just make the throw. Keep in mind a shitty roller is probably, I know what they look like, so yeah, make sure you intend to throw your roller. Let's see, the line is your dog's friend, and in Spaced Out, the line, this is the only game that the line is your friend. You may touch the throwing line, the throwing arc, with your toe, with your foot. It's the only game that has that. Let's see, 60 seconds. As time is ticking down, there's a sweet spot bonus in this game. If you, your dog, and a disc are in the sweet spot, the center of the field, the whole square, you'll get a 5-point bonus. There's a sugar rush. Sugar rush is time is ticking down. I make the throw to an open zone, to a scoreable zone. Me and my dog are running. Both of us are in the sweet spot at the tee in time. And I either have a disc in my hand, there's a disc in the ground, or a disc in the dog's mouth. Dog disc handler in the sweet spot while the throw is up in the air at the tee in time, buzzer beater style. If the catch is made, you'll get your sweet spot and you'll get your points. Let's see. Don't think I missed anything. Experienced players, did I miss anything? Right? So there you go. That's kind of a players meeting. Kind of anticlimactic and not super exciting and fake as all get out. But that's a players meeting. That's how the game goes. I'll talk a little bit about running a players meeting. This is stuff that I talk about in the s'UpDog class. When you're running a players meeting, you want to get the big details down. What's the object of this game? How many discs do we have? How do we score points? What are we trying to do here? How much time do we have, right? You want to get those things done first before any questions happen. Try to defer all questions as best you can. Once you get those things taken care of, then you can get into some of the details of play, the standard details of play. There are exceptions to the rules that people are going to want to talk about. Don't talk about them until the end. Don't talk about them until you're taking questions. You'll get those details laid out. I like to demonstrate the game. A lot of times I'll use a player, like, hey Josh, you ready? Go catch this, bang, and I'll throw the disc to Josh to illustrate something within the game. And then I'll wrap up my shtick. Did I miss anything? Ask the experienced players. I didn't miss anything. Awesome. Are there any questions? And that's, an s'UpDog players meeting. There's some shtick within the players meeting. I didn't cover the atmosphere rule. All dogs, discs, and handlers are live. If in the air at the tee and time, they will be assessed where they land. While they are in the air, they are nowhere, right? So that's the atmosphere rule. It takes place in all the games. Straddled zones. I forgot about straddled zones. There are straddled zones in Spaced Out. Anytime throw, so you see we have the orange and the white. We have the white here and the orange. If I'm throwing from the 5 and the dog, catches with the rear feet in the white and the front feet in the orange, the leading edge of the disc dictates where that catch was made. So on any straddled zones, we have straddled zones orange-white, straddled zones sweet spot orange, straddled zones sweet spot pink, pink to white, this is level 2. That's level 2, orange and white. Any of those, if the zones are straddled, if the dog is in 2 zones at once, then we defer to the leading edge of the disc. And that's really dicey. So if I'm throwing from 5 and I throw and I hit the 1, or I hit the white, right? And I throw and I miss the orange, my dog turns around and starts running back. If the dog catches it and straddles the zones, well, if the leading edge of the disc is in the white, they don't get any points. They can't score in the white again. They just scored there. You may not score in that zone 2 times in a row. And it's really bad because if you would have gotten the orange here, you would have gotten that 5 points and a 25-point bonus. So it costs you like 30 friggin' points. Straddled zones are huge in this game. Can't forget about that in the players meeting. But other than that, I don't think I did too terrible a job. Anyone, did I forget anything? Any s'UpDog aficionados there? So the players meetings, they're pretty cool, man. They're pretty cool. A lot of times Jack will offer goodies at the players meeting to encourage people to attend, right? If you give the stickers that you're going to give out for the game, so s'UpDog is really big on, let me put up s'UpDogChallenge.com, hang on. s'UpDog is really quite big on achievements and ups. So they track your wait, how do I do that? Is it command click? No, it's option click. Yes. How cool is that? And teams.updogchallenge.com. So make this one orange. All right. So the ups and achievements, they track your pull up my, why don't I just show you? Let me see here. Teams.UpDog. So here's Epi and I's Teams page. Right. So we've got a total of 12,319 points. We've qualified 20, 21, 22. Well, the greedy achievements, been Scrooged 7 times. That means I've got no points. I should have a bunch of bigger scores than that. What's up with that? I should have, personal best. Oh, Lanai has all the high scores. But these are achievements and ups. So they track all this stuff, and you can see the artwork is just super cool, man. So like everything about it is super fun, and it's just a riot to play. But yeah, this is my me and Epi's freestyle level 2. We're ranked 11th out of 653 teams. There are rankings for each of the games, right? But yeah, it's super fun, super cool. Keep scrolling down, far out. And then all of the scores for all of the games are tracked in perpetuity. It's pretty cool. So, so yeah, there you go. Players meeting, couple of the games. Do we have any questions or anything you guys want to talk about UpDog stuff? New people, jump in. Join us on Patreon. Feel free to tip your dog trainer. Little e-grifting time. Oh, that's not supposed to be up there. Ah. Did that defer to the, to the application? All right. So, what's going on, guys? I don't think anybody's played UpDog, so I can't just like talk kind of UpDog stories and stuff at you. Like it's a little weird. A little more e-grifting. Let's see. I'll throw on another video. So the freestyle stuff within UpDog, super, super cool. I would recommend any of you guys interested in freestyle, definitely taking a look at the freestyle. Pro placement and flight is a subcategory of the human component of the criterion round of the freestyle showcase. This subcategory is about the quality of the flight of the disc and the placement of the disc throughout the team's routine. Check out this sampling of examples and non-examples featuring 2019 freestyle champions Ron and Epic. Fine. Yes, ready? Makai, get out. Yes, Aus. Mauka, get out. Aus. Mauka, get out. Yes, good man. Aus. Makai, get out. Yes, good man. Aus. Mauka, get out. So this idea of placement, right? In the other contests, I'm gonna tout the awesome of resume last video of UpDog. So Within the other organizations, you essentially just have like how cool your throws are, right? Within UpDog, you have throw placement and flight, and then you have release diversity and difficulty, right? So there are two components to the throwing: where you put it, how you put it there, how it looks while it goes there, essentially how good you threw the throw that you made, or how thoughtfully you placed it, right? And then you have all the crazy town, like release diversity and difficulty. And that's a mix of two scores. And I think that's really important. As a judge, I find it very important, because when I have somebody who comes out and throws like every single throw known to man and throws 65% of them pretty shitty, or throws them to nowhere, just whips them out there and the dog catches them, or the dog saves their bacon, right? I can't give that person a great throwing score because they didn't throw great. They threw a bunch of shit, but a bunch of it was shit, you know what I mean? And there's no real way within the other organizations to deliver that distinction other than to lower the score, right? And then people are like, what do you mean? I threw 24 releases, and I'm like, yeah, and 20 of them sucked. Sorry, the person who threw four basic releases was way better than you. Learn to place your throws, right? Learn to place the basic throws, and then place your difficult throws somewhat like the basic throws, and I'll give you a good score, right? Within the UpDog scoring rubric, you can do that as a judge. And where I put the discs and how I put them, right, it matters.
You whiffed on that, Epi. You whiffed. Get out.
Mine looks fucking spectacular, Kimberly. I don't know. Must be just you.
Mauka.
Of course, mine is on my machine, but anyway.
Good.
Yeah, sponsored by Team Hero.
Yes.
Epi's part of Team Hero.
Get out.
So, you see that Epi is very purposefully leaping for that. Everything about what happened there.
Ouse. Yes. Makai, get out.
Sending him around, sending him out was all about setting that up.
Yes. Good
about
man.
making that happen.
Ouse.
Right?
Mauka.
It's not an accident. It can be, but the handler still has to put it there. Anytime you see a dog jump every time for a catch, you can bet the handler's doing a good job. So now look here. You see that he stopped and froze?
Ouse.
That's bad placement.
Mauka, get out. Good man.
Right? That's a great throw. Terrible
Ouse.
placement.
Mauka, get out.
Right? That one, yeah, a
Yes,
little
good man.
funky. You could see him slow down and do this
Ouse.
little jerky thing.
Makai, get out. Catch. Yes, good
Bang.
man. Come on, handsome.
And of course, it's easier to do with a
Mauka, get out.
backhand, right? But it's not like it's easy to do. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like, and people treat it when somebody goes out and kicks ass. I remember Mark Muir used to throw a 25-yard overhand wrist flip to his dog in stride. Completely in stride, right? With a leap, 25 yards. And he'd throw like a push under his leg, right? He'd throw like a push throw under his leg. 25 yards to a leaping dog, right? And a bunch of players used to bitch about it because, all he did was those kind of basic, he didn't do anything like super cool. And I was always like, dude, he threw fucking 25 yards with an overhand wrist flip and hovered it in front of his dog. If you don't think that's badass throwing, there's like a problem, right? And it's unfortunate because the USDDN used to reward that, used to do that. That was a big part when Melissa was on top of the game and chose all the judges. Where you put it was really important. And that's ceased to be as important now. But within UpDog, we do have the ability to both deliver a score on how well you threw discs in terms of making your dog look good and being a great teammate in what you attempted to throw, right? And then we can also evaluate how ambitious or difficult or how far did you go towards throwing really crazy, creative, difficult throws, right? And you get a mix of your throwing score based upon those two. And I'm very, very happy as a judge to be able to do that, right? Now I can tell you, Josh, man, you know, yeah, you threw every throw known to man, but they were, you know, you got a good release diversity and difficulty, right? But dude, your placement stunk. And you can see it in the scores as the player. You can go, yep, I threw the kitchen sink and a bunch of them wobbled and none of them really went where I needed them to. And that's important intelligence to get out of the game. With UpDog's freestyle, I'll save that for later. We'll save that for a later one. I'll go through the freestyle rules later. UpDog's freestyle rules are like, they're legit things. Collection on the dog's part, right? Collect and control, how the dog deals with slowing down, collecting, leaping, right? It isn't just leaping ability, leaping in general, or wow, or athleticism, right? The athleticism is broken down. The dog has disc management, has a disc management score. The dog has collection and control. The dog has style, athleticism, something else, can't remember. But the scores shake out really awesome. At the beginning of the show, I showed you guys the, the shapes idea. So shapes are also something within UpDog. The relationship of the dog's movement to the catch. Interceptions matter. The dog's movement around the field. Are you just out and back the whole time, right? Doing this back and forth, running by you. Stopping the dog here and running by. Right? That's like one little pattern. Right? If you do that the whole time, you get no shapes. Right? Couldn't argue which point? Couldn't no argue? I'll fix it if you tell me what it's supposed to say. But yeah, like the scores. Check out the UpDog freestyle score sheets. They're really awesome. We tend to play level 2 when we teach. If you're new, don't worry about playing level 2. It's just more time. It's just 2 minutes. The thing about level 2, level 1 and level 2 are scored to the same scale, right? If you got 85 points out of 100, let's say 85th percentile, just to make it simple. If you played 85th percentile in level 1, you would be 85th percentile level of play in level 2. The only difference between level 1 and level 2 is the time that you play and the number of categories that are reported from the judges and how the scoring breakdown happens. So within level 2, you get better feedback. And Jack, because he's an educator, oh yeah, all throws, no placement, for sure. Yeah, super frustrating, right? But because Jack wants to grow skills, the feedback part of it is really important, right? So when you have a gap in flat work, you'll know it on the score sheet, you know, or if you have a gap in shapes, or because you have a gap in flat work, you'll notice that your shapes and your flow is low. Flow is a score, right? Anyway, blah, blah. Yeah, all throws and no placement, you know, that is a real big one for me. Like, I mean, you can get a great score from me throwing a bunch of shit that's, oh my gosh, jaw-dropping, right? But you can also get a really good score from me throwing perfectly basic vanilla throws. Let's say you have 6 releases. Backhand, sidearm, push, overhand wrist flip, 2 different releases on top of that. You could get the same score from me as a judge in the throwing department because you placed them perfectly and intended to do so. As somebody who, you know, made my eyeballs pop out of my head with throws that went to who fucking cares where, right? The dog also, like the throwing, my ability to throw. Josh, you might have an amazing dog, right? But if you just throw shit all over the field, I can't see that dog leap. I can't see that dog do his thing. So your throwing and placement will affect the dog's performance. And the UpDog scoring, because it's objective and because they're legitimate objective criteria that mean something to canine sports, they make sense in how they relate to each other. So, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Let's watch another game. Let's see what I got here. Let's watch Gary and Spice play Time Warp Level 2. Throw placement and flight is a subcategory of the human component of the criterion round of the freestyle showcase.
Stop.
This subcategory is about the quality of the...
Stop. Hang on. I did pull the right one in there. I'm sure of it. No, I didn't. Gary and Spice, Time Warp, Level 2. Here we go. Ready, set, go.
So level 2,
Spice.
you have a catch from the 10 to 20, a catch in the sweet spot,
Spice.
and
All right,
then
baby girl.
a catch in the zone past the sweet spot, a catch in that
Come on,
zone.
Spice.
45 seconds.
Out.
And now
Ready?
the handler may elect to throw to the sweet spot again
30 seconds.
for the double shot. When that dog comes across with the last disc caught,
Yes. Okay.
time warp is complete.
Time warp complete.
Everything's assessed.
15 seconds.
That's time warp level 2. Let me see if I have a level 1. Nope, I don't. I'll check here. Time warp. I only have level 2. Oh well. It's a super fun game. It's super, super fast. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just about out of cool UpDog deals, man. Well, I got Gary in London far out. We can watch this. This
Go.
is good.
Go, London. No, I'm not. Yeah, good boy.
Triple threat round, 3 throws, cumulative, in 90 seconds. Then you may elect to take a sweet shot, which will replace your lowest throw.
Ready? Go.
Time begins.
Yeah, good boy, London. Come on, buddy. Good boy. Go. Go, London. No, I'm not. Yeah,
Boom.
good boy.
60 seconds remaining.
No, 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 that's not time. It's only 2 throws.
Gary.
Go, London, go, go, go. Oh!
Oh, no catch.
Sweet shot.
30 seconds remaining.
So Gary just elected to throw right then, right?
Ready? Go.
You don't have to throw right now. He could have waited to see how the field shook up, to see how far he had to throw to try and beat the rest of the count.
Yeah, go boy, London.
15 seconds.
So
Here, London.
210
10.
points, bicentennial achievement.
Here. Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah. And that is far out. Let's see. I got some old stuff. You guys want to, I should show this. Who do we got here? I'll show it. There are only a few of you guys here. So this is actually a legit thing. Point zones and far out are simply the yardage to the half yard, Josh. Ooh, it's so dramatic. $1997, guys. There was a boom box on the field for this contest.
Go, 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 go. Get it, Turbo. Back, back, back. Up. Go, go, go. Get it, Turbo. Get it, Turbo. Bring it here, buddy. Turbo, I bring it here. Good boy. Right here, champ. Drop. Drop. Round. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. Over. Up. Under. Up. Hey. Up. Down. Go. Turbo. Up. Get it, get it, get it. Get it. Good boy. Come on, champ. Right here. Drop. Round. Stay. Stay. Throw. Yeah, right there. Up.
You see him throw it?
Hold. Up. Go. 60 seconds. Go. 60. Get it, Turbo. Hey. Nice job, buddy. Come on, champ. Drop. Down.
John is, you can see John at halftime shows. He still does shows. Super cool guy. Go. Yeah, we have some pretty famous disc dog teams from history here, for sure. How about this? How about that? 1997, go baby. Woo!
Nice.
So Brian and Tatiana, this is April's mentor in the game, and the guy who I wanted to play like when I started. This is the year that I started, by the way. And he's actually related to me. We're related by marriage. Super funny. Oh, I'm gonna get burned for this on copyright. That sucks. Maybe the audio is shitty enough that it'll work. Notice the scale of the flips and the throws here. Everything like thrown. Flies like a frisbee. Watch out.
60 seconds.
So sad. They rocked it in the finals. It's a good question. It really depends on you, right? Question is, I see some people talk to their dogs when competing, some not. Is there a right or wrong? Not really, but you want it to be consequent. You know what I mean? You want it to be, right? You want it to be a, oh, Donna Shea. Watch this shit, guys. Donna Shea's badass. You want it to be consequent, right? It's better to communicate than to cheerlead. That's a badass move.
You didn't do your kick toss,
Little bit.
did ya?
A little bit.
Why didn't you do your kick toss?
And Brian's wife is filming this. So I got this from Brian in like 2006. It's one of the few videos of it that exists. It's almost a rumor that it happened, that this contest happened at all. You see how like fucking smooth Donna throws, man? She's such a badass. She's one of my heroes for sure. She's a badass player. And I think everyone in this situation was not very comfortable. Hang on, puppy, I'm taking you. Let's go. Go. Duck. Like that flip is so cool. Who's next? Who's next? Up, Teresa. This is Teresa Musi, if any of you guys know her.
No, it's
So Teresa was a very young player at this time, as you can see. I don't know if any of you guys know Teresa, but super funny to see her as a youngster. Go, Teresa. It's so cool to see like this old school shit. What's up here? Yeah, totally gonna pay for this, all this copyrighted music. Yay! So awesome. Yes!
Good, Gary. Do it, Sam.
These guys were multiple-time world champions. They got a great presentation too. I'll crank up the music a little. No, I need to leave it down. Can't hardly help it, though. So cool. Look at that throw. So ridiculous.
Good boy! Good boy!
Flip top. Flip top. Again, you're watching the 1997 Drug Dog runoff. This was an extra contest that was put on by Alpo because there was an alleged incident with dogs being drugged, and there were drugs in at least one of the affected dogs. Provably. So Alpo flew all these players in to Washington, D.C. to try and qualify before the event.
30 seconds.
If you guys ever read the Details article, a magazine called Details did a thing on it a few years later, and it's a real fucking hatchet job hit Pete. I'm the dude crying. I'm the dude crying, and I mentioned in it. To Jerry and Soren Sam.
Up, Sam, what?
Used to be a pretty common way, I guess, to end the round. It's a little before my time, but your last throw would be like just a ripped throw. You know, you just throw the shit out of it. That would be your last throw. Anytime I don't know what to do with the finisher, if I have a dog without a dog tag, I just rip the throw. This is Stephen Heater and Radical Rush, Melissa Heater's husband, and Rush died shortly after this of epilepsy, potentially complications from the drug, allegedly. Pretty sad story, yeah. But part of where we come from.
Rush, here.
Like, look at the scale on the flip, man. Like, that is so freaking nuts.
Rush here. Get it, buddy. Get it, buddy. Get it, buddy. Come on now. Up. Go.
Woo!
Come on, Rush. Come here. Rush. Up. Good.
Flipping in both directions. 2 meters away, butterfly thrown at least a meter.
Uh-oh, get it, get it, get it.
Uh-oh, get it, get it, get it. So funny.
20 seconds. Rush. Here, Rush. Rush. Come on, buddy. Rush. Here, Rush. 10 seconds.
Woo! 1997. Flip to back stall. Nothing new, guys. Nothing freaking new. And of course, a bunch of stuff is new. But yeah, nothing new. Nothing new. So, what do you think? Who is your favorite player? Who is your favorite player of the group? I think in that round, I don't know. I know nobody played very well. Like historically, none of those players played very well. So I think maybe John Masita probably, John and Brian maybe. So Turbo and Tatiana. But it's hard for me to judge because like I've seen it before and I'm just like disappointed that they didn't throw down their big super badass World Finals routine that I'm used to seeing on VHS videotape, right? So a little bit of nostalgia. That would be 25 years ago. 25 years ago in October. Yeah, that's when I started. Wow, I started playing 25 years ago. Holy shit. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I started Epi, that'll do. This is like right now is really when I started to play 25 years ago. That's fucking funny. That's wild. Super cool. Super cool. Good time to pull out that old video. So, so yeah, drug dog runoff. Weren't supposed to do that on UpDog. It's UpDog time. Let's see, what do we got? We got an hour and a half. I've been live an hour and a half. Cool. I think, guys, I'm gonna jet. I'm gonna drop out. I'm gonna play that badass meme roll number 4, and we'll call it. A little bit of UpDog, a little bit of drug dog runoff. Kind of crazy. We'll see if YouTube shuts down the video. Sagepaw, thanks a bunch for hanging out. Right? Everybody, hook up with me on Patreon if you dig the stream. If you want to see it keep going. That's my